Hey guys. So I know some of you that follow me every day are probably thinking to yourself, hey, what happened to Nostalgia Week? I changed the title of all those videos to Nostalgia Review and then the name of the product because instead of doing that for a week straight, I decided that what I'll do is I'll just do a nostalgia review periodically instead of confining it to 1 week, because today I have some new things to show you, and when I pick up new things I don't like to wait until I have a ton of stuff, because that way if I have a lot to say about it, it won't make the video too long. So yeah, I have some new things to show you, but I also have a couple of things I want to talk about that I don't have to show you because I returned them. A lot of times I feel like people buy stuff, they don't like it, they return it, and they don't tell you about it. Well, I want to make sure that I include those things because I think negative reviews are just as important as positive reviews. As a matter of fact, they're probably more important because nobody wants to waste their money on things that don't work for whatever reason. So I have two things to tell you about today that I no longer have to show you because I took them back. And they are by a brand that I normally love, which makes me feel kind of bad, but you guys need this information. Both products were from NYX. I bought one of the new liquid suede lipsticks. It's a liquid lipstick with a matte finish, and I bought it in, I can't even remember the color that I got now. It was kind of, I would say it was a bright peach. And oh my God, I do not like those. The formula was horrible. It looked bad on my lips. It felt bad on my lips. The color, while it looked pretty in the tube on, it looked like I was like a painted clown. It just didn't do anything for me at all. It just looked really, really bad. And I just didn't like anything about it. Have you guys tried those new NYX liquid lipsticks? Liquid suede lipstick it was called, and yeah, I hated it. I took it back. And I also bought another product during that same trip, and it was the lipstick remover. I thought that was going to be awesome because some of the liquid lipsticks that I have, while they last a long time and they look great, at the end of the day, they're difficult to remove. So I thought, oh, this is great. I believe the product was called Lipstick Remover. If that's not the exact title, it's something very close to that. So it took off about 3/4 of the liquid lipstick that I had on, which was their liquid lipstick, the liquid suede lipstick. And I'd say it left about 1/4 of the product on my lips. But the reason why I returned it is because even though it took off most of the product, it felt just like Vaseline. And it kind of looked like Vaseline too if you looked at like a swatch of it. And I thought, you know what? I already have a jar of Vaseline, so why do I need to buy this? And it didn't completely remove the product, and it felt kind of nasty in the process. So I was like, no, I don't need this. I'm not wasting the money. So I took both those products back. And with the money that I got back from that, I bought something else. So I don't think, yeah, I didn't buy something else that very same day. I bought something else like maybe the next day. So I did spend the money back in the store. This was at Ulta. So actually what I ended up doing was spending the money that I got from returning those two things and then some. So I ended up spending more money. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know about those two products because I didn't like either one of them, and I hate returning things, but I also don't want to keep things that I know I'm not going to use, because you know, when you buy something and you try it and you don't like it, you know if it's just going to sit in a drawer forever. So I don't like to have things just sit in a drawer because I do have some things that I didn't end up returning, and I kind of wish that I had returned them. I don't like to return things too often though, because you know, you don't want to be known as that person that returns everything. You know, I try to make good choices, but at the same time, You can't always go by what you see on YouTube because especially if somebody is sent something, then you really don't know for sure whether it was good or not. I have a lot more I could say about that, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So anyways, let me show you some new things that I bought that I kept that aren't horrible, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so when I went back to Ulta the next day, I bought yet another NYX product that I had never tried, but this I'm going to keep. I had it on in a video this week. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what video, but it was the video that I was wearing NARS Dolce Vita lipstick. This is the NYX Glide On lip pencil. They have a new line of lip pencils, and I'm somewhat limited to what I can tell you about this because this color, it's like a nude color. And it was a great pencil to pair with my NARS Dolce Vita lipstick in terms of color. The formula on this reminds me a lot of the MAC Pro Longwear lip pencil. So if you're familiar with that lip pencil, the formula is very similar. So it does just glide on easily. This type of formula, it has pluses and it has minuses. It has positive attributes and negative attributes. The positive is it doesn't drag when you apply it. It just goes on nice and smooth. You can just fill in your whole lip with it. Effortless, doesn't accentuate dry lips because the formula is very smooth and creamy. The downside to that is you might have some trouble getting your lipstick to adhere to it. So I like it for some reasons and not for others, but the reason why I said I'm going to have a hard time giving you like an accurate review on this is because of the color. Because the color is that nude shade, this shade is lighter than my lip color is. So when I put this on, it looks like it's nothing. It looks like it doesn't have any pigmentation, but it obviously does. It is a color. It's a nude color, but it's lighter than my lips. So this is really it's a great lip pencil for very light shades of nude lipstick. But I feel like I can't totally judge this lip pencil until I've gotten one that is either the color of my lips or preferably darker than my lips, because how that would work out in conjunction with a lipstick or even a gloss would be impossible to say. So I hope you get what I'm saying with this. So I think what I will probably do at some point is get another one in a darker shade and then see how that works out. I'm not in a huge rush to do that though, because I have so many lip pencils already that I don't really need any more lip pencils, but that's what I plan on doing at some point. But you know, Ulta has those $3.50 off $10 coupons every week that come in my mailbox with the catalog. So probably that's what I'll end up doing with one of those coupons, because I am curious to see how this would be in a darker color. Alright, so at that same time, on that same trip to Ulta, I also picked up something from Bare Minerals that is limited edition. Now, I don't normally like to buy limited edition products because nothing drives me more crazy than to watch somebody's video where they're doing a tutorial or a get ready with me video, and then they're using a product that's limited edition and you like the looks of it, but you can't buy it because it was limited edition. So I try to stay away from limited edition products for that reason. However, this was a very good deal, and one of the colors in what I'm about to show you is a permanent color. So this is what I'm talking about. It's the Bare Minerals Precious Pearls Pearl Eye Color Trio. It was $15. You get 3 Bare Minerals eyeshadows. They're not quite full size. At first I thought they were, but they're not. They're just a hair smaller than the regular size. And what you get is you get one permanent shade, which is Cultured Pearl. I don't know, for those of you that have been with me for a long time, you might remember my obsession with Bare Minerals eyeshadows there for a while. When I first discovered that eyeshadow, the loose ones, I just went crazy and I just kept buying them and buying them up and buying them. So I have a lot of them, but one shade that I always meant to pick up that makes a beautiful highlight shade is Cultured Pearl. So I had never gotten that one. So I figured this was a cheap way to get that color, and then I would get the 2 limited edition shades as well. The limited edition shades are, oh, by the way, Cultured Pearl is a light pearl pink. Blissful Pearl, which is one of the limited edition ones, is a pearlized sand. And then the third one is Magnificent Pearl, which is a deep pearly taupe. So I thought, I thought it was kind of strange that they put those 3 shades together, because if I was putting together an eyeshadow look, I wouldn't put a pink highlighter with a deep taupe in the crease with a pearlized sand on the lid. That color combination doesn't really go together. But I figured I would give it a try. I thought, okay, maybe Bare Minerals knows more what they're doing than I do. So I did wear that combination in one of my videos this week. Again, off the top of my head, I can't tell you exactly which video it was, but if you want to see what that combination looks like, I did have it on in a video this week. And my final conclusion on that is, I think when I wear those shades again, I think I would wear the highlight shade and the crease color together, but I think I would wear a different lid shade, and that lid shade I would wear with a different highlighter and crease color. So not sure Bare Minerals knew what they were doing when they put those 3 colors together, because you're mixing warm and cool tones within an eye look, and that doesn't usually work out too well, I don't think. I think it's okay to mix tones for an overall look with your blush, lipstick, and eyes, but I just wouldn't mix tones within an eye look itself, if that makes sense. All right, so let me show you the 3 shades. This is Cultured Pearl, so it's just a very pale pink highlighter. And I suppose you could use this on your face too if you wanted to. That's one of the beauty of loose powder type products, is you can multi-purpose them. So that's what that looks like. And that's the one that's a permanent shade that you can get at any time. Oh, I just wanted to point out the size on this. So it's just a little bit smaller than a full size, but it's not full size. And then the one that was warm toned is Blissful Pearl. And that's what that looks like. And it's like a warm light brown, I would say. Sort of a goldeny light brown. And then this is what I would consider to be a crease color, or you could use this as an eyeliner. This is Magnificent Pearl, and this is a deep, cool-toned taupe. Love that. Just don't think I would want to use it with that Blissful Pearl again. Okay, so that was a good deal. 15 bucks, 3 Bare Minerals eyeshadows, not quite full size, but close enough that I think it's a really good deal and a good way for me to pick up the Cultured Pearl that I've always had on my mental wish list. And then the third thing that I got from Ulta is something I've been curious about for so long. And that is, I bought an It Cosmetics, you know how It Cosmetics did that collaboration with Ulta where they came out with that big line, huge line of brushes. Well, I finally tried one of those brushes, and it's dirty. Sorry. I'm gonna wash my brushes as soon as I finish this video. But I bought the foundation brush. This is number 101. It's the Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush. And I love this. I kind of wish now that I hadn't waited so long to try one of these, but this is awesome. This works great with my foundation. It can be used with liquid or powder foundation. I haven't tried it with a powder foundation yet, but loving it with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. And it cleans easily, but better still, it dries fast. Sometimes when I wash my brushes, because I deep clean my brushes every day, I know that not everyone does that, but that's what I like to do. I can't stand the idea of using a dirty brush when I start doing my makeup, so I clean my brushes every day. But it dries so fast because sometimes when I clean my brushes, I go to use them the next day because I usually use the same ones. Even I have a ton of brushes, but I have a tendency to have favorites that I want to use every day, which is another reason why I clean them every day, so that I can do that. And then I don't have to have multiples of the same brush like some people do. But anyways, sometimes when I clean my brushes, I go to use them the next day and they're not completely dry. And, you know, that doesn't work too well a lot of times. But this dries so fast. I mean, not only is this ready to use the next day, but you could use it later on that same day if you wanted to. It dries really fast. It's a synthetic brush, and that probably has something to do with it. But I have lots of synthetic brushes, and they don't dry as fast as this does. So this dries just like that. So I love that about it. But it's a great brush. I highly recommend it. That's the 101 foundation brush by It Brushes for Ulta. And now I don't know if that's a good thing that I tried this or not, because of course now I want more. And if these aren't cheap brushes, you know, this was like, off the top of my head, I don't remember how much it was, but I think it was 20 something, which for me is, you know, a lot of money to spend on a brush. So love this though, and this is definitely my new liquid foundation brush, and yeah, really like that. So if you haven't tried those yet and you really weren't sure, try it, you'll like it. Another thing that I picked up is something that I was going to show in my nostalgia series this week, but then I decided, nah, I'll just do like a haul and mini review and include it in this video today. This is Maybelline Great Lash Lots of Lashes Mascara. Now, if you look at this quickly, you're probably thinking, oh wow, that looks just like the original Maybelline Great Lash Mascara that sucks. I'm not a fan of the Maybelline, the original formula of the Great Lash. I used to buy the blue one once in a while because if you have, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words today. If you just put blue mascara on the bottom lashes, it makes the whites of your eyes really white. So I used to pick up the Maybelline Great Lash mascara in royal blue once in a while to do that. And they don't make it anymore. They don't make that royal blue shade anymore. So now if I want to do that, I'm going to have to find another brand that's inexpensive that makes a blue mascara, because I don't like to spend a lot for that, because if I'm just going to use it on my bottom lashes and I'm not going to do that every day, then, you know, why spend a lot of money for something like that that you're not going to use all the time? Anyway, they don't make the blue mascara of that anymore, but this is the Maybelline Great Lash Lots of Lashes, which is completely different than the original formula. This one, and I have this on today, by the way, so that's what it looks like. This one is shaped, the brush is shaped like a Christmas tree. Or a tree, not necessarily just a Christmas tree, but a tree, an evergreen tree. And I like it. The only thing negative that I have to say about this is when you're putting it on, be careful that you don't let your lashes touch the upper part of your eye before it has a chance to dry, because it will transfer. So just keep that in mind as you're doing it, that, you know, you let it dry before you go back to just doing whatever. So this does transfer. But aside from that, very, very nice and inexpensive. So yeah, the CoverGirl Volume Lash Blast, the Maybelline Full and Soft, they're all good. And what I like about this especially is because of the shape of that brush. See how because it's so tapered, you can get way in there to those tiny little lashes that grow at the beginning of your lash line on the upper lash line. So, and this is very easy to get off at the end of the day. So that's what I have for makeup and a brush to show you. I have one clothing item to show you. I used to have, years ago, a black faux fur vest that I loved. And I was going through my closet one day, weeding out some stuff, and for reasons that I won't get into because there's a big long story attached to it, I purged it from my clothing collection and regretted it almost immediately. And when I get rid of stuff, I put everything in a trash bag, and then I put it in one of those bins that says that donate your clothes for charity. So there was no way to change my mind once it was in that dumpster. So yeah, I regretted getting rid of that. And I've wanted to replace it ever since, but never found one that I really liked. Either they didn't have the color I wanted, which is black, or something about the style of it was wrong. Those kind of faux fur vests can go horribly wrong if you get them too thick, because they will make you look heavier than you really are. So you want it to be thin enough to not add any bulk to your figure, but not so thin that it won't serve part of its purpose, which is to keep you warm on a chilly day. And the one that I had before had a zipper, and that made it look a little bulky. The one that I got that I'm going to show you in a second, it has metal hooks. And once it's hooked up, you can't even see the hooks. So it just kind of blends seamlessly. I also didn't want to spend a lot of money because this is not something I'm going to want to wear every single day. I'll wear it frequently, but I don't want to wear it all the time. So I also wanted to find it for a good price. And I also needed to find it in my size. And there's a lot of people out there in the world that are the same size as me, and I know this because when I go to buy clothes, a lot of times all the sizes are there except for mine. So I would be, depending on what store I'm shopping at, or if I'm shopping in the junior section versus the misses section, I can be either an extra large or an extra, extra large. Depending on the store, the brand, is it juniors or misses, and the just design of the article. So anyways, now that I've spent way too much time talking about it, this is my new faux fur vest. The brand is Massimo. I got it at Target and it was $34.99. And that's what it looks like. What I'll probably do is maybe I'll do an outfit of the day video or something to show you how I would wear this in an outfit, because it's not going to go with everything. You know, certain things are going to look good under it and certain things, like I wouldn't wear it with what I have on today. This is kind of a dressy, elegant blouse, so I wouldn't wear it under this. I would wear this more like a sporty style, but I'll show you in another video. But if you've been on the hunt for a black faux fur vest, that's the back of it. So it just has a straight edge on the bottom, and like I said, it has metal tabs, but you won't be able to see that. See, there's one of the metal tabs there. So really, really love this, and I was like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. It also came in like a cream color, and for whatever reason, the cream ones were shedding like crazy. Like there was shed debris on the carpet, on the other vests, and so what the black ones didn't seem to be doing that, but don't get one of the cream colored ones. There's obviously an issue with those, so isn't that strange? It's the same article of clothing, and one was shedding and the other one wasn't. They also had other styles of vests. If you're looking for a faux fur vest that has a hood on it, they had some like that. But I didn't think that would be too practical. I figured it would be a lot more practical to get the kind that didn't have the hood. Because when I'm driving in my car, if something has a hood on it, it feels kind of funny between you and the seat. So that's why I don't like hoods on something that I would be wearing like when I go out. A hood would be okay for like a sweatshirt or something if you were just going for a walk outside, but I don't want it on anything that I'm probably going to have on in the car. So I love, love, love that vest. It's perfect. It fit all the things I was looking for, and I figured I would show it to you in case you were looking for one too that was like that. All right, so that's it for today, you guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.